Yes, Mr. Vishwas.
13 eviction, 28 days behind the bar. How greedy is the woman, you see? She went to deposit the amount in the bank of our installment. And somebody told me,
Mr. Vishwas,
and she got a packet of.
Mr. Vishwas,
Yes, ma'am.
your the person
Yes.
seems to be also a bit greedy.
Now before the court is Courtney Smith of cases 13418DS. Mr. Smith is here today in each of these matters after failing to appear before this court on May 29th, 2024. In the first case, bond is currently set at $676. This is the fourth bench warrant. In the second case, bond is currently $1,520, and this is the third bench warrant. He reports no employment. Let me back up for a second here for the record. Mr. Smith was previously before the court for a bond review hearing on September 5th of 2023. He was given a $100 bond in each case, which he posted and then failed to appear for the subsequent hearing.
I didn't know the dates.
He reports no employment. Last payment made on these accounts was the $100 bond forfeiture in each case. Front of the court recommends that reasonable bonds be set in these matters and be scheduled for hearing on July 24th, 2024 at 8 a.m. before this court.
Seriously?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All my pearl clutchers tell me this is stunning, brave, and beautiful, so I like to highlight it whenever I can.
I can now, Your Honor. But I can't now.
The time for the hearing on the 24th, Mr. Chairman.
I can't hear you, Your Honor.
I don't know. There's no reason why this should be happening.
It could be because Mr. Smith is making noise.
I've muted him.
Right.
Time for the hearing.
Well, that was diplomatic. Mr. Chapman is a class act. He always is.
On the 24th, because he was making.
Unlike me.
No, that wasn't it. I can make out some mumbling, but that's it. You're looking for the time on the 24th?
Yeah.
8 o'clock a.m.
I'm not sure what's happened.
Mr. Smith, and maybe I can talk to him and maybe have a trick about Mr. Smith, are you able to hear me? Yes, sir. Mr. Smith, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear in a prior proceeding as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your testimony on July 24th, 2024 at 8 o'clock a.m. You will get notified. Are you able to post a bond, sir? No, sir. Well, I do note that you do have one case and you have to pay in a considerable period of time. Sir, I have not, since even get that, I don't know why to get my things go down because I don't got a job. That's how come it went back up so quick. That's how come I'm already back in here. I put an app in every single day since I've been out. I got proof of that. I will show you as soon as I get out of here. I got proof. I put an app in every day. I have not got one call back. I don't know what's going on, sir. I've been trying everything. She won't let me see my kids, sir. She is bothering my head, man. She won't let me see my son. with you, sir, because you wouldn't allow me to talk. I'm going in your 2013 case, I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $300. And in the other case, I'm setting your bond in the amount of $500. If you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. You're free to go, sir. Have a good day. Are you able to hear us yet, Mr. Chapman?
I can hear you now. That was 300 and 500, correct?
13 and 500.
But now nothing.
Oh, man, I got to get together.
Mr. Kopsha, good morning again. It's Judge Solomoni. How are you?
Old.
And do you have a camera? Do you have video at all?
Actually, I can see you, but I'm not getting like a big screen.
All right, I have to thank Alyssa as usual, and also Chrissy, Court with Chrissy, provided one of these for me.
I'm not seeing you.
Let me see if I can click on this.
Okay.
I'm wondering, this appears to be I see my name here. I'm clicking on it.
Okay.
You
don't have do you have a little camera on your computer at all?
Yeah, I'm going to have to try that. Oh, start video.
There you go. Start video.
There I am.
There you are. So good morning to you. I'm Judge Solomoni again. And so the other party, Table 74, hasn't sent anybody.
Better off
I'm
without
going
video.
to ask you to raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I
Raise your
do,
hand
but
there.
I don't, for some reason, I just lost the screen.
Okay. You can hear me though, correct?
I can hear you. Yes, there I am.
Good. You're good. All right. So, and your name again is?
John Kopcha.
Mr. Kopcha, so you can put your hand on this. Wonderful. I have the, you were requesting $3,600 in damages. Does that sound right?
Yes,
And
sir.
you had a contract with somebody from table 74. Is that true?
I had a verbal contract basically with his agent. Melissa Campbell was the manager there, and for years we had played at that place.
Okay.
He agreed to all of our dates.
Who's he?
Not
Who's
to
he?
play like we normally do. We
Hold
never
on. Who's the gentleman you're talking about?
Melissa Campbell was his manager. And
Is that Richard Swindlehurst? Swindlehurst? Yes.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Let me try and help you out here. Hold on just a minute. Let me ask you this. Mr. Swindlehurst bought the restaurant, correct?
Yes.
While he owned it, you played some dates for him. Is that correct?
Yes, I played, I think, 3 dates, and we got rained out on 3. And then
When you get rained out, you don't get paid. Hold on. When you get rained out, you don't get paid. Does that sound right?
That's correct.
Okay. So now, did something happen? Did he cancel your dates?
He just canceled everybody out of the blue. We weren't the only, but he waited until July to tell us when we showed up that he canceled all the bands. And now July, it's impossible for us to replace all the gigs we could have had.
Okay.
Our bass players quit because of that, and it put us in
How many dates did he cancel on you? How many dates?
20,
20 dates. And how much were you being paid a date?
300, but we also lost out on our food and all of the extra stuff and tips that we never would have got. I mean, because we didn't play. And
If he canceled 20 dates times 300 is $6,000.
You seem to have adjusted, at least with respect to the food.
we went for what we were supposed to get for those 20 dates, and we was not trying to be ridiculous, because we figured that if it got to the point where we would have had to try to find jobs at the end of April and he took over, we wouldn't have been able to fill all of it.
Let me just ask you, all I'm trying to figure out is how you got to the 3,600. Are you owed more than, hold on, are you owed more than 3,600 or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just trying to go along with that. Well, okay, he didn't, I'm trying to base it on reality. That if we would have had tried to replace all of those gigs at one time, at the end of April, we might have filled at least $3,600 worth of gigs, which that's what I was basing it on, trying to be somewhat accurate and not.
When he canceled your dates in July, hold on just a minute. When he canceled your dates in July, you had 20 more gigs coming up that he canceled, right?
Yes, sir.
And he owed you $300 a gig. Does that sound right?
Yes.
So how come he doesn't owe you $6,000? Were you able to make up some of those dates?
Well, we did make up a couple of them, but one of them that we would have played, we had a hailstorm show up at 80 degrees.
And some of them would have been rained out. And let me ask you this money that you're going to be paid, does that cover the other band members?
Yes, it does.
You're going to distribute it to them, correct?
That's right.
And you had $160 in cost, correct?
That's right.
All right. I'll enter that judgment. It'll be mailed to you, sir. Okay? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. So, yeah, so the judgment will be about $3,760. Thank you.
Okay. Now, how does he, what's his responsibility? When does he have to
His
pay?
responsibility is the court will order that he has to pay it within 30 days. If he doesn't pay it, you have to try and collect it.
Okay. So I can have the sheriff or somebody go out and collect this cash.
Yeah, that's what you can try. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's your understanding of post-judgment collection remedies. Bon chance.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or the dogs get it.
The tables in the family room.
Oh, this is a vibe.
Yes.
Okay. The stainless steel French door refrigerator.
Yes, but you took it out with you.
No, it's still in the house. I didn't take anything because you stopped me from taking everything when we left this courtroom that day. I have a police report. Did you allow me to move my possessions out the house like I was supposed to, according to the judge? The last time we were here?
No, because I said it was in the name for rent payments.
Exciting and new.
That was until I said it. It was in lieu of rent payments.
You didn't tell her that we were thinking.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, he did say that. That's why we got here.
He said the TV. He said I couldn't take nothing.
He told us that he believed that whatever it was that he had, that you supposedly were saying was yours, was his due to, he accepted it in lieu of the rent payment.
Yeah.
I didn't give him anything for rent. I gave him rent money.
I know what your position is. I'm telling you what his position was. And that's why we're trying this, to see if that's really what happened or not.
I paid him.
No. Just ask him the next question. You'll get a chance
You
to testify.
recall me paying you rent from November. I told you in March. I said, you know what?
Ma'am,
It's cheap
it has
pay
to,
you rent.
excuse me, has to be a question.
Do you recall me starting to pay you rent after November?
No, not then. Because
Which is number one, wrong.
this is your exact words. You said you had to pay your daughter's Korea's rent.
I paid your rent, Korea's car note, and took care of myself.
No.
You and everybody else in that house.
No.
Yes, I got receipts to prove it.
Okay, prove it. You prove it.
I started paying your rent in March, April, May, June.
I bet
You
she
went on a
was
trip
fun.
with a
Ma'am,
female,
wait just a
and
minute.
I'm out.
Okay, listen here.
And I approve that
Ms.
too.
Springer, now you know your role is to act as a lawyer, not a witness. The lawyers don't testify to what happened. They ask questions of the witness to get information out. If there's something, I'm gonna repeat it again, that you claim you did, that he's not acknowledging, you get a chance to sit in that same chair and tell me, but just not right now. So go ahead and ask him a question.
Do you recall me coming to your house several times to retrieve all of my things
Yeah,
with police standby,
yeah,
and you still refused?
because this was a civil matter.
Do you recall lying to 911 call, telling the officers that Jacqueline Springer is here trying to retrieve things that don't belong to her?
Yeah.
You said the refrigerator and everything else. You recall that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was the truth?
Yeah.
That was a lie. Did not purchase them?
Yes, you did.
Which is number one, wrong.
No.
I have a question. So, sir, during all of your testimony, you testified about the rent she was supposed to pay. Not once did you say anything about you kept the appliances because it was in lieu of rent.
Mm-hmm.
There's no evidence of that.
Because she did not pay no rent.
Well, you never even testified to that. I'm asking you, when did this occur? That you told her you were going to keep the appliances and things in lieu of rent?
Well, what?
Because I don't know why she bought them.
To the
She
police?
hasn't testified yet, so I don't know why she bought all those things.
Yes, because.
But you're saying it was for your birthday. And if it's for your birthday, then that's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
How could you be keeping it in lieu of rent if she just gave them outright to you? I want to know that.
There were certain things because I have a house full of furniture before she moved in. I had the double ovens, I had the fridge, I had the range, and I had a dishwasher. She said my stuff was old fashioned.
His dishwasher didn't work. Did your dishwasher work?
No.
Okay, so what's the answer to my question? Is when did you tell her that I will accept these things, but in lieu of rent?
When
She moves in there. She doesn't pay rent. She doesn't like the appliances, so she buys appliances instead. Oh, I mean, it's like, it's always the same.
when she brought the stuff into my house.
So then why is it that you said at first that it was for your birthday?
No, there was
Which is number one, wrong.
the phone, like the downstairs basement. Yes,
The basement was for your birthday.
Yeah.
And the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And you told her when she moved in, those things in, that you were going to keep those things in lieu of her paying rent.
Not in those exact words.
Well, what did you say? That's what I'm trying to get.
Because when I first evicted her, she said, I'm gonna check my SHIT.
Yeah, right. You can say the word. If that's what she said.
Spit it out,
Yeah.
dude.
I told her, no, you're not. This is
She's insufferable, and this guy's a stutterer. It's so a lot of talk with Mike.
going to be a court matter.
I still didn't get the answer. What did you say to her about the appliances when she bought them?
I told her, but I told her, I already had this stuff. She told me my stuff is too old fashioned.
Did I force you to put anything at your house?
Ma'am, please,
It's outdated.
please. I asked a question.
Okay.
When I ask a question, everybody's quiet until I get my answer. I'm trying to get an answer from this gentleman about what he told you about the appliances. All I've heard so far is that you told her you already had the appliances. And she told you your things were old. So then when was this whole agreement about he does in lieu of rent? What? I don't understand when that happened.
Which is number one, wrong.
Happened. You have not testified yet that happened.
Yes, right after she said for to pay me. Because, yeah, because she bought all of her items with a credit card.
That's not true either. I could show bank statements.
Okay, ma'am.
I made
Ma'am,
26.
you know what? Listen. I'm gonna stop this case. And y'all gonna have to come back on another day once you think about what the court rules here are. The rules are when a witness is talking, you shut up. You don't talk. If you disagree with him, you don't yell out loud. The next time I'm gonna fine you. Because I've warned you 2 or 3 times about disrupting the testimony like that. You cannot do that and tell him he's lying. It's his testimony. In your view, if he's lying, that's fine. Then you get a chance to get up here and tell us what the truth is from your perspective. You don't get a chance to interrupt him and interrupt my questions in the whole proceeding by saying lie, lie, lie. And if you keep doing it, I'm going to fine you like I had to do before. Because you just don't know when to stop. You just don't stop. And you need to stop. Because what you're doing is hurting your case. Because I can't listen to what I need to hear if you're interrupting.
I apologize.
So, what is it that this happened? You said that Sherry has items. You claimed she told you she couldn't pay the rent. So then when was that? What happened?
What happened was when I began to ask for rent again, she said, "You mean to tell me that I bought all this stuff for you? You expect for me to pay rent?" So I let the rent slide for 3 or 4 months.
Did you tell her you were going to let the rent slide and keep the appliances in lieu of those months?
Yes. And that's why she did not pay me no rent. Because she said she had to help her daughter with her rent.
Okay. And if you did tell her that you were going to take the appliances, which months were you letting slide? Those original months that you said earlier?
October,
that you claim you gave her a favor on?
September, October, November, and December for 4 months.
And that's the months that you told her you would keep the appliances for.
Yeah.
Letting the rent slide is a running theme throughout all these Love Boat episodes. There's another word for it.
I did not understand why she did not want to pay me no rent, because she used to pay rent for all the other places she was renting from.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she told me that so you could spend my money on some other BTC issues.
He did.
Which is number one, wrong.
Contain it. Contain it. Don't get upset.
He spent his money on some other BITCH. I missed that part. This is so good.
It is what it is. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so
Anything else that you want to tell me about this? So that's the agreement that you said you told her, and she was good with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a yes. Okay. And so then, if I'm hearing you right, are you telling me that as of after December, you're expecting January rent and all that? What year are we talking about? 2023? Did
Yes.
you waive or 2022?
23.
You got some questions now? Go ahead.
When did I tell you that I wasn't gonna pay the rent?
You told me that several times. Jacqueline,
Do you recall me going to the bank and you riding with me to get the rent money and you refused to take it?
yes, because I knew you was out the way out of my house.
That was June 3rd, right?
Yeah, of 23.
So if you refuse, then how am I supposed to pay?
I did not ask. I did not accept no one from you.
My question was, if you refuse, how am I supposed to pay?
I don't think you heard me. I said I was refusing the rent from you because by then I gave you at least a termination of rent.
Did you tell me on June 3rd of 23, when you refused to take the rent, that you were gonna keep any of my possessions?
No.
Did you refuse to take money from her?
Yeah.
Why?
Because by then she accepted my lease termination papers.
This poor guy. He actually had a good reason. He had commenced eviction proceedings, and he didn't want to take money from her because that would screw up his eviction proceedings. It actually is rational. When I first heard it, I thought he was crazy, but when he explains it, it does make sense. It's so hard for him to spit it out that you might miss it.
What lease termination papers did you serve?
30 days.
How many lease termination papers did you get me?
Yeah, how many? Because this is a 7-day notice we got in this case.
Yeah.
So you gave her a 30-day notice?
Yep. Yep, last year.
But did you ever file a case to terminate her tenancy?
Yeah, because it didn't get to the courts.
Okay.
She just left.
Do you recall going out of town?
Yes, I do.
Was I living there when you came back?
Yeah.
I was there when you come back from out of town?
Yeah.
I had moved, so you don't recall that?
No.
Which is number one, wrong.
Do you recall your brother calling you, telling you I was moving and the contractor was coming in to get my stuff out?
No.
You don't recall that before you got back to town, sir?
Mm-mm.
For the record, I'd like to state his brother's name. What's your brother's name?
Which one?
Which one called you?
No, nobody called me.
Red, what's his name?
David Stewart.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar?
If David Stewart was in this courtroom, you think he would tell you the same thing that you're saying now? He would agree with what you're saying?
Yep.
In Jesus' name, I don't say. Did you go to Chicago on your trip?
Yep.
Where's your passport?
I didn't need.
What are we talking about now?
I didn't need. I do not
Can I make
need.
a statement?
No,
When it's my time to,
you can wait till your time. I
yeah, I
understand.
overcame because it's a whole.
But I don't understand why we're going into a passport.
Because she
Can I
think.
ask a question?
Because she think I took a female with me.
I don't care who you took where. care. I'm just trying to find out if there was some agreement to pay rent and if this furniture and things was given in lieu
Judge, she's still on giving money to other BITCHES.
of certain months of rent.
I have a question. Did I force you to move your things out the house so I could put new things in it?
No, you didn't. You did not force me. But
Did you want the items?
Of course I did. That was
Did you pay
that was
for
new.
Did you pay for any of the items to be put in your home?
No,
You didn't pay any of the people to do the work to put them in your home?
yes, I did.
What happened to your furniture?
You guys threw it. You guys threw it out.
Did you ask me to throw it out?
No,
Oh, my God. Did
Because
you ask me to get my son to
no.
throw your furniture out? Who threw your furniture out?
You guys did.
Did I pick up any furniture?
Yeah,
What furniture I picked up?
you picked up the sofa. You guys picked up the double Dutch oven.
I picked it up.
You guys picked
Who
it up.
picked it up, sir?
You mean physically?
Yeah. Who picked it up?
You and your son, Jacqueline.
A double Dutch oven?
Yeah. The oven that was already installed in my home.
Who installed your ovens in your home and who took your old ones out?
Well, Leonard installed the new
Did Leonard
oven.
take your ovens to the curb?
No,
What's Leonard's full name, sir?
mm,
What's Leonard's full name?
I had to think about it.
Can the court have his phone number?
You sure?
I don't need his phone number. We're in the middle of a trial. I don't need to call Leonard for any reason.
Did I pick up some double ovens? You see me pick them up.
All I know is you guys threw it out my oven.
Did I pick up
Oh,
some
ma'am,
double
okay.
ovens and throw
Do
them
we
out?
really need to know who actually physically picked
Yes.
up? Why?
Because do I look like I'm able to pick up some double
But
ovens?
what difference does that make?
That would
He
distract
said you
him
guys.
as a witness.
He said you guys, meaning you and your son. He said that to
You
me.
have to, how we gonna pick them up, sir? I don't have a dollar
You don't need no dolly.
to pick up some ovens. How much do you think they weigh?
I have
Okay,
no idea.
we're not going down this line now. We're gonna stop with the weight of the ovens and move to the next
It's
question.
impossible.
Ma'am, we're gonna move to the next question. Okay, come on, Ms. Brennan, next question. If you got one. If you're not, if
I'm done now. I'm
Okay,
just
you
through
done.
with it all.
Okay.
I'm through. I don't owe him nothing. I'm done with it all.
Hold on. Do you have any statement, because this would be the nature of a redirect, that you would like to make to clarify anything or to add anything based upon the question she asked you?
Let me think.
Okay, take it.
Just to answer some of her question. You was not reading that Celine when the furniture was being moved.
I just had a rotator cuff surgery, sir. This has nothing to do with me having a sling on when that stuff was moved out of your home.
So
And from
therefore-
my recollection,
So therefore you
I didn't move anything.
so therefore you were strong.
You were ovens.
So your point is she was stronger at that time?
Yes, she was.
Can I pick you up, sir?
I don't know.
Okay. First of all, I asked him if he had anything he, not you, but he wanted to say in response to your questions. So this is of the nature of him asking a witness question. You don't get to interrupt him if he asks a witness question. Since he is the person that is the witness, he gets to make a statement uninterrupted unless you have a legal objection. but you don't. Go ahead, sir. Finish. Whatever you're trying to say. Anything else?
No, not there.
Okay. Hey, you can step down.
All right, we're here in case 17-3397-DP, Ekdorf versus Lambert. This is a motion filed by the plaintiff mother
Oh, this gets chippy. Judge Cranky goes full cranky.
to enforce parenting time.
Rightfully so.
The last order that was entered by the court regarding parenting time was 11/28/22 and says she gets 3 weeks in the summer, 1 in June, 1 in July, 1 in August, and basically tells her she has to notify you, sir, at least by May 1. Her pleadings and everything say, and it's apparently that she actually notified you of this back early this year, back in January, of the 3 weeks that she picked, and that she has now been denied at least the one in, ma'am, which one has been denied?
He was supposed to be home 2 weeks ago and he didn't show up to exchange.
Did you get the June?
I did. He dropped him off to me a week late. He pretty much gave me his 2 weeks. He picked his 2 weeks he wanted.
All right, so what do you want me to do right now? Let me, Mr. Lambert, you sent me in a whole bunch of things with arrows and dots and all this kind of stuff.
Well, holiday wording supersedes Miss Axdorf's request. Miss
What?
A holiday wording supersedes Miss Axdorf's request for parenting time.
What holiday wording?
The holiday wording defined as FOC standard.
What is the holiday wording in the order?
Yes.
That she is saying,
yes.
What, how, where?
2018 order.
Oh, this
clearly demonstrates.
20.
Yeah.
What is that? The only holiday we're dealing with is the 4th of July.
Father's Day. Father's Day is
Father's Day to father and Mother's Day to mother. You agree with that, ma'am?
Yes.
So,
all right.
her request was to make the exchange on Father's Day, which does not comply with the order. The order also states that we would only make exchanges between 2 and 6 p.m. on Sundays, which, with her request, does not comply, either for June or July. And in August, his return to school date is the 19th, which would give her 10 full days documented in my response, and she's only allowed 7. She's had every.
What do you mean? Return to school. She has to return them after 7 days to you.
And no, unfortunately, if you refer to the August breakdown that I sent in, it gives a clear calendar breakdown.
She gets 7 days. Did she ask for more than 7 days in August?
She did.
From what to what?
She requested parenting time from August 9th to the 16th.
All right.
She gets. No, because.
Yes, she does. Don't tell me she doesn't. Don't you tell me what I'm doing.
Look at August. She has from the 19th to the 28th. By default, because of school, that's 10 full days. She only gets 7 days in the month of August.
She has to return them on the 16th.
That would be a total of 14 days in the month of August.
She gets her 3 weeks. All right. She gets them.
She gets 7 days in August.
Yes, and she's returning them on the 16th.
But she gets him on the 19th through the 28th because of the return to school date. If you refer to the record,
to school, what does that have to do with anything?
August, she gets 7 days.
August, she gets 7 days for her summer parenting time. For her summer parenting time.
August is defined as a summer month.
Don't go. No, it isn't. You don't get any time. She gets the 9th through the 16th. She'll then return them on the 16th and gets them back apparently on the 19th.
Which is number 1. Wrong. certificate in the month of August.
She gets her 7 days, plus whatever else goes on beyond that. That, it ends then.
What ends?
What are you telling me? She doesn't get any time in August because she's got them for school?
10 days. The order is clear.
No, it isn't. You're crazy about this. I'm going to tell you right now. She gets August 9 through the 16th, period. If you don't do that, I will hold you in contempt. I will fine you, and I will see to it that other things change regarding this. Then whenever school starts, I don't know when school starts.
Why? Can I ask, why would it end?
This guy seriously doesn't get that he's losing. I mean, I understand what the judge is ruling here, and this guy just won't stop.
Because he returns to school. The order is clear. June, July, and August are defined as summer months, and she gets 7 days in each one of those months. Please read it to me
Plus,
again.
she gets school.
She has.
She doesn't get school.
When I'm not taking any school time away from her, she's trying to get an additional 7 days when she has 10 days in August.
She gets 7 days as a vacation in that. She can't take vacations with the son or whatever the child is when the kid's in school. She gets school.
Is defined as a summer month. How are we not defining summer as August as a summer month?
It is a summer month in which she gets 7 days of vacation. End of story. All right. You can take this on up. You'll lose everything. I don't care. She will get the 9th through the 16th. If you do not give it, we will be back. Trust me. And you will suffer for that. She gets that week. She gets 1 week so she can go on vacation in June. 1 week so she can go on vacation in July. 1 week so she can go on vacation in August. You get all the other summer weeks, and you get all those other weeks, which is probably about 7. I don't know how many weeks the kid has off in the summer. That's what it is. And then it ends when the kid goes back to school. Everything ends.
The order clearly states, defendant father's time shall have parenting time for the remainder of the summer, commencing when school releases and ending the evening before school resumes.
That's right. And in the order, it also says she gets a week in summer, or a week in August, a week in July, and a week in June. That's what it says, and that is what it will be.
So school parenting time is not considered as overnight parenting?
No. School is totally separate. This is summer parenting time when the child is off of school. That's what it is.
You go by the school parenting time defined in the paragraph before that, it states differently. I'm not sure.
Which is number one, wrong.
You're making a ridiculous argument that you're supposed to get extra time. She's not supposed to get a week in August. It says clearly she gets a week in August, all right? But that is for, you get all the other weeks other than those 3 weeks. And I don't know when the kid gets out of school, and I don't know when the kid goes back. But she gets one of those in each of those months, and then summer parenting time ends when the child goes back to school. I don't know when he goes back to school, but it's summer parenting time. That schedule is no longer in effect. Ma'am, you will get that week. We're going to enter the order that you get the 9th through the 16th, and whatever else happens, happens. You may have to return them to him on the 16th until the child goes back to school 2 days later. I don't know. I don't know when the child goes to school. That isn't part of this, all right? And if not, you can file an enforcement with the friend of the court. And then as far as next year, so that it is clear, you will make sure that you notify him prior to May 1 of each year of your 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right. That ends that. We're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
All right, that's what I have. I'm under assault by the construction next door, so I had to stay muted most of the time, which is probably best for the stream. Let's be honest. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I will see you soon.